Venture-clad jacketing systems, delivering solutions every day. In these days of ever-increasing labor and materials costs, contractors and clients alike are always on the lookout for innovation. The more traditional products in use today have inherent problems such as sealing the joints. This, of course, leads to water ingress, thus contributing to corrosion under insulation. VentureClad can help in overcoming these issues. VentureClad is a durable, self-adhesive, multi-layer, reinforced laminated product. It's a taped system, so no need for labor-intensive rivets, screws or sealants. VentureClad is available in two grades, one for heating and ventilation applications and one for industrial applications. It's lightweight, so it's easy to transport, and it requires no special tooling to install. It's available in white, black, silver and silver embossed. All VentureClad products have zero permeability. Please contact your nearest Venture Tape office for further technical advice. The DVD is split into several chapters, so you can see the various methods of installation. We recommend you watch the DVD right the way through so you can see how versatile VentureClad is when compared with the traditional methods which are in use today. In this first chapter, we look at VentureClad for ductwork applications. Simply cut the VentureClad to size, remove the liner, and fix into place. Remember, VentureClad has a pressure-sensitive adhesive, so use the applicator provided to ensure 100% contact to the insulation underneath. Next, apply the VentureClad to the sides of the ductwork. Always provide the recommended overlap to existing pieces as well as an overlap to both the underside and top side. Finally, complete the application by fitting the top pieces into place with an overlap onto the sides. The ductwork is now completely watertight. Good practice would be to incorporate a watershed to the top surface of the ductwork. Chapter 2 looks at the self-adhesive 5-ply silver embossed VentureClad in conjunction with nitrile rubber insulation. Please note, VentureClad in combination with nitrile rubber should only be used on cold running applications. The shapes are easily cut using a pair of scissors. A template should be created as if prefabricating metal shapes. The recommended tape is then used to seal the joints. Use the applicator to adequately seal the joints, as the adhesive is pressure sensitive. This bend uses a bandage wrapping method, with each piece overlapping the previous piece. This bend is created using a template to create the shapes. The pieces should butt together and not overlap. Finally, the joints are sealed using the recommended tape. Use the applicator to adequately seal the joints. You now have a weather-resistant jacketing system. Chapter 3 looks at 13-ply VentureClad with no adhesive. The shapes are cut using a template to the correct size and specification. The bend segments are butted together with no overlap. Once fixed in place, the joints are sealed using the recommended tape. Use the applicator to adequately seal the joints. On straight pipework, the recommended overlap should be observed. The joints are then sealed using the recommended tape. The elbow segments are butted together with no overlap. The joints are then sealed using the recommended tape. You now have a weather-resistant jacketing system. This next chapter examines the traditional method of installing metal cladding. The insulation is cut to size and applied to the pipework. Insulation joints are sealed using an aluminium foil vapor barrier tape. The metal is then applied and fixed in the traditional method using rivets, screws and sealants. Here, the 13-ply VentureClad has already been pre-applied to the insulation, making the operation a one-fix solution, saving valuable time, labor, and ultimately reducing the costs. The sections are simply put into place and sealed using the recommended jointing tape. Use the applicator to adequately seal the joints. Metal is a strong product, but its weakness is the joints. VentureClad, being flexible, will remain sealed if accidentally walked upon. If VentureClad is damaged or punctured, repair is simple, quick and easy. Cut a section of VentureClad to size and apply over the affected area. The damaged area is then returned to its original condition and is once again weatherproof. This final chapter looks at 14-ply VentureClad White. The 14-ply VentureClad has already been pre-applied to the insulation, making the operation a one-fix solution, saving valuable time, labor, and ultimately reducing the costs. The joints are then sealed using the recommended tape. Use the applicator to adequately seal the joints. You now have a weather-resistant jacketing system.